1988. Do you remember 1988? Some of you are not old enough to remember the championship of 1988 and only experienced it through videos. My son was born, Albert was born in 1988. My oldest daughter was 2 and my first son was 1 year old. No one thought the Dodgers were going to come back and win that championship in 88. I mean, the odds were stacked up against them. The mighty Mets, the great Oakland team, won over 100 and some odd games with the steroid-using Mark McGwire and Jose Canseco. Yeah, no one thought we would win in 88. Last year, in the bubble, the Dodgers came back 3 down to the Atlanta Braves. A little different this year, since there is no bubble, and there'll be fans in the stands, and we have to fight off adversity again by winning the next 2 games in order to advance to the World Series. It can be done, and I have a lot of confidence and faith in the guys on the field. All year long, we've been losing players. Look what happened. We signed Trevor Bauer. Friggin' thought, oh, that was it. We solidified our starting rotation with Dustin May, Kershaw, David Price coming back. Oh, we look good. So we don't sign Kiki Hernandez or Jock Peterson because that $100 and some odd million goes to Trevor Bauer. Who would have foresaw what would have happened next before the trade deadline? And Bauer getting caught up in all this crazy scandal. And we lose Trevor Bauer, our number 1 pitcher. But we still have Buehler and we still have Urias, the friggin' great pitcher that he was during the World Series and last year. And then Andrew Fryman makes a great move. And we get Max Scherzer and Trey Turner. Trey Turner was a bonus. Ends up being the National League a batting champion. And we're going into the World Series, into the playoffs, looking great with Max Muncy at first. Then he goes down and gets injured. And during the playoffs, Turner goes down. And now Joe Kelly goes down. And it seems like the odds are against the Dodgers, one after another. Something seems to be happening. Next man up. That has always been the theme to any sport that has multiple players. If one man goes down, the next man behind him comes up and takes his spot. Well, that's what the Dodgers face this Saturday, tomorrow. They face the next man up mentality. And they have a team that still is pretty damn good. Although now that we lose JT, Taylor goes to third, and finally Bellinger goes to center field, the best center fielder defensively in the National League. And then we're going to put Albert Pujols or Matt Beatty at first. And I think it should be Pujols, but hey, everything I've said during the course of the season, Dave Roberts does ass backwards. And his hand is forced now. He has to make these moves. He has no choice. Not a big supporter of Dave Roberts, but I am a big fan of the guys that are on the field, and they're doing it day in and day out. Yesterday was a great win. And a lot of people gave up on the Dodgers after losing the night before last. But they came out and beat the Braves, and we have Max Scherzer on the mound tomorrow. One of the best pitchers in this era coming out, Cy Young Award winner, and once again he's in contention for the Cy Young Award. And he's coming out tomorrow. And if he pitches a hell of a game, which I think he's going to, and if we score enough runs early on, which I think we might, we're going to win tomorrow. Then it comes down to Game 7. But tomorrow's the key. And from what I understand, Mookie called out everybody in that clubhouse yesterday and told them, look, put it on your shoulders. Don't look for anybody else but yourself to help this team win. And they all came out. Taylor had, 3 home runs? Great game. It was a great friggin' game. So now the Dodgers are faced with, once again, an elimination game, which I believe they've won 8 in a row. And if they pull this off, it'll be probably one of the greatest comebacks in modern time. But let's get to tomorrow's game and win tomorrow's game. So Dodger fans, hold on to your seats. It's definitely an e-ticket. No doubt about it. Now that reference goes back to people my age, and Disneyland had their best ride was an e-ride. So it's an e-ticket tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock, the Dodgers to go out and beat those Atlanta Braves. And I don't want to see none of this crap disrespecting the indigenous people of this country. Let's go out and beat those Atlanta Braves and force it to Game 7. So everybody, get in front of the TV, yell real loud so they can hear you all the way in Atlanta, Georgia. Because I believe the Dodgers will win tomorrow. Let's go Dodgers!